Hi guys, what is up? It's Ruby. I know that this is like a really strange setup. Basically, I'm in Nashville, as you can probably tell from the title. I'm currently sitting in my basement because I just wanted to film somewhere quiet. I didn't bring my DSLR camera. I only brought my vlog camera, so again, that's what I'm filming on. I'm really glad that I at least have this here with me though, because it is relatively good quality. In comparison to my typical videos, I don't feel like it's such a loss of quality, so I'm really glad that I at least have this here with me. If you guys watched my last video, which was my vlog of SoulCycle Warrior Week, then you would have seen in the outro, it was me talking about how me and Kevin made the decision to fly out to Nashville the next day to quarantine here rather than stay in New York City. It's a crazy time in the world. I feel like everybody's saying that right now, but everything going on with like COVID-19 is just really overwhelming. So I wanted to kind of like make a little update video, a little quarantine update video here from Nashville and just kind of talk to you guys about like how I'm doing, my thoughts about everything that's going on. And I just kind of wanted to like make one of my good old-fashioned like sit down talking videos because it's a really overwhelming time. I'm doing okay, thank goodness, but you know, I can't help but like have some worries about the future, and I just kind of want to talk to you guys about everything. Also, I want to really talk about how I'm continuing to stay productive even during this time of quarantine, self-quarantine. So let's just get into everything. I feel like this all happened so fast. Like there was no COVID-19 in the US and all of a sudden, boom, it was here and everybody like needed to self-quarantine immediately. So as soon as the virus hit the United States really hard, me and Kevin made the decision, like I said, to leave New York for the time being and come to Nashville where my family lives. Ultimately, we made that decision just because we have a bigger house here in Nashville, so there's more space for us to spread out during this quarantine. My family dog Spencer is here, so Dakota has another dog so she doesn't get like stir crazy or anything like that. The weather is a little bit warmer here, which is nice. And so we just made the decision to come here. Also, there are less cases of COVID-19 here, like far less cases than there are in New York City right now. New York is kind of like the epicenter for the virus at the moment. So we just figured that it would be better to come down to Nashville. We've been here for about a week so far. It's currently, what day is today? Today is Monday, March 23rd. Supposedly, I'm supposed to be going back to work on the 28th at Stuart Weitzman. I highly doubt that. I haven't heard anything from corporate or upper management, anything like that, but they're kind of keeping us in the dark. However, I can pretty much assume that we're gonna be here for a little bit longer than that, but at the moment, that's what they're saying. So yes, both of my jobs are currently closed for the time being, both Equinox and Stuart Weitzman, as are so many other businesses. So yes, I am currently not working at either one of those jobs. Still obviously keeping up with my YouTube channel. I do consider that a job. So what's nice, I do have a little bit of extra time to focus on my channel right now. I'm definitely glad to be out of New York. Like I knew that we needed to leave, at least for the time being. Obviously, like it's not a permanent move, but I knew that for the time being, while this virus is still growing so fast and it's so widespread, I knew that we needed to get out of New York, but I'm definitely missing it. It really is like my home. I never really felt like Nashville was where I was meant to be. It never felt like home to me. I mean, it feels, you know, familiar and like somewhat comfortable, but New York is truly my home. So I really do miss it, but I'm so thankful that I have Kevin here with me and Dakota here with me, and obviously both my parents live in Nashville. So it's been really nice to spend time with both of them, especially my dad, because I don't get to see him as often as I get to see my mom. And my sister Ava is here too, so literally like the gang is all here in Nashville at the moment. I seriously cannot believe though, like all that's had to shut down because of this, and like rightfully so. I know that people are like upset about businesses closing and, you know, things like Broadway going dark and movie theaters closing, but you guys, it is truly necessary, and that's honestly what I believe in the bottom of my heart. I think self-quarantining is so incredibly important. If you are still going out to parties and large gatherings, what are you doing? You need to stay home. Really, that's a thing. You need to stay home. Like, to have this fear of like FOMO or missing out on anything is honestly ridiculous to me, because everybody should be staying home right now, so there's nothing that you need to worry about missing. But we've been self-quarantining now for about a week, you know, taking showers every day, obviously washing our hands like pretty much every hour on the hour for 20 seconds, wiping everything down with Clorox wipes, changing our clothes daily, doing laundry, you know, pretty much everything that you're supposed to be doing, we are doing. We're taking all the necessary precautions to stay healthy, because we want to keep it that way, obviously. It truly is so crazy to see like all the pictures of New York City that are being posted right now on social media. Like the fact that Broadway is dark makes me so incredibly sad, that there are like no shows going on. And I just think about all my friends who are actors who, you know, were employed in a show and now they don't know where their next paycheck is coming from. I mean, obviously I am an actor, but at the moment I'm not in a show, so I didn't have to worry about, you know, that, luckily. But I mean, the theater is such a big part of my life, and it's such a part of like every New Yorker's life, and you know, so many people who also just don't live in New York, and it's just so sad to see it closed. But again, I know that it was, you know, necessary, and the sooner that like we shut everything down and just get people to like stay self-quarantined, the sooner we can get back to our everyday normal lives. Even though I feel like after this like pandemic, nothing will ever be truly like normal again. Lots of things are going to change. There are going to be lots of repercussions from this virus, but the sooner we can get out of being self-quarantined and like, you know, not working and being unemployed. Speaking of unemployment, so like I said earlier, both of my jobs are currently closed for the time being, and since this is still within the first 2 weeks that they shut everything down, basically both of my jobs are still paying me the hourly that I would have worked you know, within these 2 weeks, which is awesome. So that means I can expect a paycheck both this Friday and next Friday based on like the pay period schedule for my 2 jobs. However, you know, after those 2 weeks, originally it was expected that we were all going to go back to work. That's not happening, like I said. Even though like corporate is saying that it is, I just know that it's not happening. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I know that it's not happening. So after these first 2 weeks, I honestly don't know what either one of my jobs are going to do. I feel like layoffs could potentially be a thing, and if so, I would just, you know, obviously have to file for unemployment like immediately, which is totally fine, and thank goodness it's so easy to do so. But unemployment is, you know, not a lot of money every single week. It's nowhere near enough to cover, you know, my rent or my basic, you know, necessary expenses. And, you know, I'm really glad and super thankful that I'm so financially responsible, and I do have a pretty significant savings that I can dip into if I need to. But that is seriously like the last resort. But I mean, I guess if we have to dip into it, we have to. But it's definitely something I've been worrying about recently, because we're coming up on the end of these first 2 weeks of, you know, being employed but not being in store working. So it's just a lot of, you know, it's a lot of unknowns right now in regards to like what's gonna happen with my employment status and, you know, getting paid. And I know that it's a lot of like what ifs again, but like you can't help but worry about this stuff, you know, because this is just a time that nobody ever saw coming. We are dealing with like such uncharted territory right now, and it's just, you know, it's a little overwhelming. You know, I know that they say to take it day by day, which I'm trying to do, but like on the other hand, it's like, well, I have, you know, bills to pay, I have rent, I have a dog, I'm completely financially independent. So if I need help or need money, there is no other resource to go to but myself. So it's definitely, you know, a lot to process, but you know, I'm just trying to like already cut back on everything and anything that I can in my budget and prepare to like have a really tight budget for the next few months. So I've already been kind of preparing for it in that way. So I'm in a normal shirt, like it's part of my wardrobe, but I'm still in my pajama pants. So if you can see that, you're welcome. I am trying to look on the bright side of things though. To be honest, I'm somebody who lives a very busy life. So being in this self-quarantine, while I've still been very productive because it's just like the Ruby thing to do, it's been really nice to like get to stay in one place and just like relax a little bit more than I typically do. So I'm trying to look on the bright side of things, you know. I also keep reminding myself that it is only March, so it's still the beginning of the year. I still consider it the beginning of the year, so there's so much time for things to change and get better. I feel like personally, it's so funny. This has been personally a really phenomenal phenomenal year for me so far, just in like accomplishing some goals that I had set for myself. So it's really funny because like right now the world is truly kind of falling apart and just super uncertain right now, but prior to this I felt like I was having a fantastic 2020. So I'm determined to keep it that way, but also like be realistic and know that things are going to change a little bit. So that's kind of how I'm feeling, pretty much like everybody else, a little uncertain, a little uneasy, but trying to stay positive. And also I just want to say that I am so thankful that, you know, I may not know where my next paycheck is potentially coming from, you know, I may not know a lot of things, but at the moment I am healthy, and that is truly all I could ask for in this situation. I'm healthy, Dakota's healthy, Kevin's healthy, my family is healthy, and truly that is the most important thing right now. So now I kind of want to talk about how I've been trying to stay productive during this time of like isolation and self-quarantining. I just thought that this would kind of be helpful. Maybe if you guys are struggling to like find things to do or find ways to be motivated, maybe this can help you guys. These are things that I've been doing. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about them. I made a little list on my phone. Like I said, I'm already trying to find ways to cut back in my budget like significantly. And so I've been doing a little bit of research into like how to save on those things. One of which in particular, my acrylic nails. You guys know I get acrylic nails every 2 weeks, and it's honestly not that expensive. It's like $35 every 2 weeks with the tip included. But I've actually been looking into how to do my own acrylic nails because I know that it's doable. It takes a little bit of a second, like there's a learning curve, but I've been looking into that as a way to kind of save money. So rather than spending like $35 every 2 weeks, you know, I purchased an acrylic nail kit for like $100. And it's like a one-time purchase kind of thing. So I've been looking into how to do that, also because my nails are growing out already. I got my acrylics done the day before I left for Nashville because I knew probably the nail salons were gonna be shutting down, so I wanted like a clean set that would last me a couple of weeks. And then we would just kind of take it from there and see whether or not nail salons open back up, or I'd have to learn how to do my own acrylic nails. But I think for the time being, just because A, the nail salons are closed, and also I want to cut back on my budget, I've been learning how to do that, and I just purchased an acrylic nails kit for myself, so fingers crossed, we'll see how that goes. You guys know I am such a lover of fitness. I typically go to SoulCycle like 3 to 4 times a week. I work out, I work at an Equinox, so I work at a luxury gym. Fitness is kind of just like a huge part of my life. So even though I've been stuck in the house, I have still been working out every single day through Instagram workouts that I found, YouTube videos, fitness apps that I'm subscribed to, and also a lot of my friends are fitness instructors, so they've been doing live streams on Zoom, so I've been participating in those, which has been like amazing. I'm at a place right now where I am especially happy with my physique and the results that I've been seeing from my current workout routine, and I really don't want to lose those even while being in self-quarantine. So I've been working out every single day for about 45 minutes to an hour and a half, depending on the workout. I'm just trying to get my heart rate up, burn some calories, tone those muscles, and it's been really good, not just for my body, but also mentally. You know, working out is so much more than just like seeing physical results. It's also about like the mental changes that you see. So I feel like that's been really helping me stay positive and, more importantly, stay sane. Kind of going along with fitness and wellness, another way that I'm making sure that I'm staying productive is making sure that I am still eating relatively clean and following a, you know, reasonable diet, and making sure that like I'm not eating out of boredom. I feel like that's something that can definitely happen when you are stuck in your house for days or weeks on end, is you just kind of start to eat and not realize how much you're eating. So I've been making sure to like keep that in check, eat when I'm hungry, obviously, but just make sure that I'm not snacking continuously, and if I'm snacking, it's because I'm really hungry and I'm not bored. I've also been productive by making sure that I'm not getting lazy when it comes to my skincare routine. In fact, I feel like this is time that you can take to really be extra like conscious of your skin. To be honest, this is the first day that I put on makeup in over a week and a half. So that's been a really nice change to my routine today. But on any other day, I've just been making sure that rather than like taking the time to do my makeup, I've been taking the time to do my skincare routine and not get lazy with it. So doing my skincare routine every night, doing a face mask every other night, you know, just making sure that like my skin is as good as it can be, because even though you're stuck inside, eventually we're going to be able to go back out, and I don't want to be looking crazy. Like I said previously, even though my 2 like 9-to-5 jobs are closed for the time being, YouTube isn't closed. In fact, I feel like more people are on YouTube YouTube now more than ever because they're stuck at home looking for things to watch and content to view. So I've been making sure to like really you know, stay active on my YouTube channel, keep editing, keep uploading. I've also been planning out a ton of videos for the next few months, even going into like the summertime. I've already been coming up with concepts for like my summer videos. So not only does this give me something to like look forward to for the future, but it also helps me actively plan like what I'm doing in the upcoming days and weeks on my YouTube channel. For those who don't know, I currently pre-film a lot of the time just because I am so busy. So I have enough pre-filmed content to last like another 4 weeks on my YouTube channel, but I do kind of want to see what videos I can maybe film here in Nashville too. Even though all I have is my vlog camera, it is pretty good quality. It's a Canon G7X, so if you guys would like to see content while I'm here in Nashville, please let me know and I'd be totally happy to create that for you guys as well. I've also still been journaling daily. For those who don't know, I journal for about 30 minutes every single day, and even though I feel like I don't have that much to say right now just because I'm not, you know, living the busiest life that I usually live, I've still been journaling every day also because I feel like it's really important to document like this time in history. I feel like in 30 years I'm gonna look back on this journal and be like, oh my god, I forgot I lived through that. Like, that's crazy. So I've been still journaling daily. Again, it's also really helpful and beneficial mentally too. So if you guys don't do that, I definitely encourage you to take it up like while you have this extra time. And then the last thing that I have on my list, which I feel is a big thing, I've actually been looking into some freelancing jobs because like I said, I'm not really sure what's going to happen with the future of the 2 9-to-5 jobs that I work right now in regards to potentially being laid off or not being paid. I don't really know what's going on. So I've taken it upon myself to look into some freelancing jobs that I found online. I actually just got hired for one a couple days ago as a freelance writer because I do have some experience as a writer. So that's been really fun and also given me something to do, you know, working on articles to publish and potentially pitch. So if you guys are kind of like me and you're feeling a little uncertain about the future of your job, I would totally recommend now's the time to look up any and all freelancing jobs that are available to you that you can work on, you know, from your computer, from your home, remotely. It definitely gives you something to do and it makes you feel a lot more productive. Because I'm somebody like, look, I love to relax and I've definitely relaxed a lot this first week on quarantine, but I also like to be busy and I really like to work. Working makes me really happy. So I feel like by giving myself a couple things that I can do and like cross off a to-do list every single day, it's definitely making me feel like I'm still being somewhat productive. I think that's all I really have to say in today's video. I know that it was a long one. I've already been talking for like 25 minutes, so I'm definitely gonna have to edit this down a little bit, but I hope that you guys are doing well. I hope that you're staying indoors, you know, if you can, obviously. I also want to say a big thank you to all of the doctors, nurses, grocery store workers, mailmen, everybody that's doing a necessary job for our society right now. Thank you so much. Your work truly does not go unnoticed. I hope that you guys are staying healthy and happy, and just remember, we are going to get through this. Like I said, this is something that, you know, my generation has never had to deal with, my parents' generation has never had to deal with. It's a lot of uncharted territory, but we're going to be okay as long as we stick together and we just stay positive and, you know, we do what the doctors are asking us, which is, you know, stay home, you know, wash your hands for 20 seconds, you know, always change your clothes every day, do your laundry, take showers every day, you know, all of that. Please just follow it and we will eventually get to that light that's at the end of the tunnel. If you are not subscribed to me already, please do. Click the subscribe button down below and help me grow the Ruby Rocks the World family. It would mean the absolute world to me. Follow me on all my social media networks. Links are always in the down bar below. I'm going to try and be a little bit more active on Instagram and Twitter, especially during this time, just so that you guys have a little bit more content to watch, because I know that we're on our phones and computers a little bit extra right now. I hope you guys are having an awesome day, night, afternoon. Stay safe, stay positive. I love you guys. The next video of mine is definitely going to be more of like my typical content, but until then, just keep breathing. Everything's going to be okay. I have confidence in that, honestly. You know, it is an overwhelming time and I feel like I did vent a little bit in this video, but I have confidence that everything is going to be okay. So I love you guys and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye.